the past 6 or 8 months, and then really only in the past 30 days when we have specifics, we're bringing things together, making sure we can get the location here at Best Buy in New York City. Are you still with us? Did we lose Larry?
Tunnel. Tunnel. Lost in the tunnel.
I want to ask about some of the Xbox Live stuff. Rumors of additional content. The box, maybe some, how they got the film features online.
People are having a good year with getting on shows.
That's awfully convenient.
We just cut them off. Maybe the same guy who stole his password just cut them off.
I actually saw somebody fade the slide down. We'll find out why later. No,
Right.
we'll wait back. You want to thank you for joining us right now?
Maybe nothing. It sounds like we got all exciting nights ahead of us.
What Major Nelson was saying, it was a very, for a guy that's running a blog, that's a very company line thing he said. He basically just provided a lot of information, and it was both slanted towards Microsoft and Xbox, Xbox Live. He talked about the products, in both an informational and just kind of like, oh, this is what I noticed, as well as paying attention. He didn't really provide any other feedback beyond that, so he just only gave one point of view. So that's just something I noticed. I'm not knocking the guy. I'm not saying this or that. I just, in a way, that's something I learned in my U.S. Army public relations, class, which the journalist school, but it's half of that is public relations, and just that's what I observed was, or that's what they taught us, is that this is how you address the public, and it's very good, way to do that. Journalists are the middleman between the media and the military. So, and I was really I didn't realize that there was that aspect of that job, and I really liked that idea. I was shocked at first too when they played it on us. They did some stuff to me and this guy on the training thing. We were absolutely not prepared for that at all. We were just like kind of struggling, like us two guys. But I was struggling because I was sick. But it was amazing. It was just pretty neat. That experience. So, and that's why I'm really upset I didn't make it into the journalist school in the military, but that's one other story. Okay, so my name is Sky, and we're watching this. I'm a big fan of G4 TV, and I'm also the biggest critic, but really a critic in the sense that I always want G4 to improve, and I want them to keep selling and raising their profile and the potential. It's like an armchair general kind of thing, and that's what it is. But what else can I do? Anyways, so this is just kind of like my commentary / review / response to G4 TV's, 4.5, 5.5. Wait, how long is this ridiculous thing again? From 5 to 9:30 p.m. 4.5 hours of Halo 3 Countdown Live, they call it. And it's just, why? What the heck are you guys doing? Can you generate that much content? And for what purpose? And who's paying you to generate this much content? Is this seriously the Halo 3? Is Halo 3 paying G4 TV for this, or is just G4 TV looking to cash in on their advertisers? So, hey, if that's the case, cool. So that's just, now we got to measure ad space. How much ads is being thrown at us. But anyways, so as a result, so how much money is G4 making and off of this? But more like, and I hope it's a lot. So way to go, guys! Smart move. But how can you keep the entertainment? How can you keep the viewership? How do you not bore people? In 4.5 hours of you have their rapt attention. Well, interesting. You're going to talk to the audience. You're going to talk. Well, what audience? There is no audience in there. Well, there's people who send in, viewer voicemails, little videos, little blogs, whatever. People who are involved in blogs. And then you have people with live, video cameras. People who send in questions about this or that. So that's your audience right there. Then they also even have live audience, so they have location spots around the country that they're broadcasting from. They're showing things. And they have like the coup de grace of audience. They also have like a participant of this product. This guy T-Squared, Thomas Taylor, nice cool guy. But what is he doing? He's just sitting there playing the game, and they're recording him, and he's just playing the game. That's their entertainment, and that's what I'm thinking. That's all they're going to have is just this. They probably sat around a meeting like, well, how can we work this? How can we get all this coverage? And they're like, hey, let's just have all this coverage that night for the game. Like, why? Well, what are we going to fill it with? We'll just keep talking about the game. How are we going to talk about it? Well, we'll talk about everything about the game. And I just imagine the brainstorming session of all these guys. Kevin Pereira, Adam Sessler, Morgan Webb. Even Olivia Munn, Casey Schreiner. John Walsh. Just like all these guys. I'm sorry if I don't name any other guys, by the way. All of you guys, great writers, by the way. All the great participants. So I really admire what you guys are putting together. This is impressive. How you're able to put together like this very impressive, presentation, keep the entertainment and viewership. But anyways, I can imagine you guys are just sitting around, a round table, thinking about what do we do, and you got these skits. Or these little, videotape segments. So that's good, that's cool. But something like elaborate, like about Pong and about the first Doom game, there's all these different things you can fill up with time. So I imagine, okay, that's how we're going to fill it up. That's how we'll fill up all this time. Okay. Oh, this guy. Oh, hell yeah. This guy did the Gears of War armor. And in fact, he donned the armor, the weapon, and dressed like the guy, dead on to Phoenix. And then they did a little demo at Cliffy B's studios. Just like smoke grenades, or they bust in, pulling the maneuvers. They're like, holy cow, dude, And Cliffy B's like, my vision brought to life, like yes, These guys, So I'm kind of curious if they're going to mention Gears of War, because Gears of War is conceivably the Halo killer. A lot of people said they like Halo 3, but so that's kind of part of it too. Is that who is funding this? Well, Microsoft, because it's a Microsoft product, right? And it's because of Gears of War as well. So what Thomas T-Square Taylor, the honest reviewer, said. They're like, hey, so what do you think about Halo 3? Oh, it's nice. It's the same as Halo 2, just more maps, a couple more weapons. They're like, the expert, he's like, well, I'm moderately impressed, with the product. It's a good product. It's not a bad product. They didn't change anything. It's just new packaging. Just a little bit more extra content. Which, yeah, honestly, so it's worth buying. Is it like this great, wonderful, oh my God, the cinematics, all the story, I was so moved. Like, no, he doesn't care. But then again, this is the guy that's all he focuses on. Just, can I hardcore game it? How can I hardcore game it, A lot of people, they're just so enthralled with the story, and the cinematics and, this and that. So, that's why it's also interesting to me that this video game, that's also kind of like why I'm doing this little blog thing, and, I'm talking to you, my friend. But anyways, my co-partner, this guy's John. What I'm fascinated with is that, okay, this is a video game, was cutscenes. A lot of people when they play the game, they skip through the cutscenes. Then there's a certain portion, a certain demographic, a certain people you can sell a game for,